opening batsman for Zimbabwe, Chamu Chibaba. He didn't do very well in the first one-day international. Got a beauty from Tanvir around the wicket, losing his off stump. 73 is high score, and his opening partner Vusi Sabanda played nicely in the first one-day international. Some good shots, and then got out, I'd like to say maybe a little bit unlucky. 94 matches, averages just under 25. He'll want to get that up a bit, and his strike rate 62. He'll want to get that up a bit. Morning, Kip.
Morning, Dirk. Interesting proceedings at the toss this morning. It's a good pitch this. I did the pitch report, and it does look like a good surface. It'll offer something for everybody. Now, Sahel Tanvir is quite awkward. If you haven't faced him before, he's got an awkward action. So you need to get used to him a bit first, and that's where Chibaba struggled, because he just couldn't pick him early, and he got a really good delivery in the previous one-day international. So Tiffin is the local umpire. Lots of experience for him, 121 one-day internationals.
So here we go, Tanvir from the city end to Vusi Sabanda. And on the mark straight away. Yeah, he is a little bit awkward.
That's very well bowled.
Yeah, I'd expect better carry here in Harare as well. Bulawayo was a lot slower, and funny enough, the wicket in Bulawayo looked greener, I think, than what it is in Harare, but just a lot drier, I think. Using the toss, batting, bowling. If you can maybe just see that first half hour off and get stuck in, you'll get a big score. Into the first over, it's a maiden. I think that came off the thigh pad. Wide called, so even worse.
Came off nothing.
Maybe just nicked the thigh pad. Ian Gould didn't think so. That's a good shot. Right behind the ball. Stood nice and tall, did Chibaba. And just punched it through the covers. Should get 3. And they do. They're both quick between the wickets, these two. So the first runs off the bat for Zimbabwe.
It's the pace of the new ball to thread it through that cover field.
Yeah, technique-wise for me. Pull shot. He's got it high enough over the keeper, so we'll run away for 4. Ian Gould signals the boundary. Good pace from Khan. Probably surprised Chibaba a bit.
To clear the wicket keeper. And also we've got to remember that Akmal is very short, so he just couldn't.
Tanvir, he's going to continue in the air, and easiest of catches for the captain, Misbah al-Haq. Chamunura Chibaba trying to go over the top and just lobbing it to mid-off, and Sahel has him again. Just when we said that Zimbabwe were nice and watchful, the wicket looked good, Chibaba's looked to go over the top and spooned one to the captain, running to his left, and takes a pretty simple catch. He has a good pair of hands. Chibaba's gone for 9, Zimbabwe 14 for 1.
Thank you very much, Dirk. There's Hamilton's record. 27.5 is an average that he knows that he could improve and should improve, and he's determined to improve. But a higher score of 178 not out, that's not bad. A few studs, spikes. That's a beautiful shot from Vusi Sabanda, using his feet to the seamers now, not just the spinners, but I think he is feeling the pressure of having absorbed so many, used up so many deliveries, and now wants to get on with it. 7 overs gone, 18 for 1. I'm Seema.
Had a decent start to his career, Neil, as well. Brian Vittori done very well, an exciting young talent.
Off the edge, it's well bowled. He's troubled all the right-handers, has Sahel Tanvir, with that delivery going across.
About, and he's found it consistently in this spell, and a thick outside edge going down to third man. But nice to see some intent from the Zimbabwe batsman, and that's what they need to do. Just
it's gone a long way up in the air, mid-on going backwards. It's a tough one. He doesn't even get a hand on it.
Well, the bowler has every right to be very upset in this situation. He's done all the hard work, he's built the pressure, and the field has let him down.
There's a man out there, but he can watch it sail over him. It's gone all the way for 6. A bit of a top edge, but Vusi Sibanda will take it, and so will Zimbabwe. Lovely way to end the over. 36 for 1. Alistair Campbell and MARaza.
Thank you very much, Pom. And as you hand over, Zimbabwe going to lose their second wicket. He hasn't looked comfortable at all out there as Vusi Sibanda. In the previous over, he got a toppish edge that carried all the way for 6. On this occasion, straight up in the air, and a simple catch for the keeper, Akmal.
Yes, he wasn't looking comfortable at all. A difficult pitch really to execute those big hits and big shots. Esas Chima, we know, can be slippery. And I think he was beaten for pace, also for length. Adnan Akmal doing the rest. So Zimbabwe 2 wickets down. Sibanda goes for 14, 36 for 2 at Drinks. Captain actually wanted to bowl first. And maybe he got all frozen up because he saw the ever-imposing presence of the chief selector asking him what he wanted to do.
Yeah, it's a lovely stroke. He's broken the shackles as Hamilton Masakadza. Slower ball attempted by Esas Chima, and he picked it and whacked it down the ground for 4.
I think you've got to weigh your options intelligently here, and I'm talking from a bowler's perspective, because this is a good pitch where you can do the basics well.
To be the one who's going to bowl. That's in the air, and quite a good shot from Taylor. He hasn't quite middled it, and he's going to have to run. It's not going to get to the boundary. A little punch down the ground, so he only gets 2.
To mid on, but he got enough on it just to clear mid on there. Yes, you're quite right about that first one international. You could see it building up.
It's just pushed. He didn't try hit it too hard. He'll get 2. And it shows that the wicket is coming on nicely. Just get behind the line. Those 2 bring up the 50 for Zimbabwe. It's been hard work. And 51 now for 2. And into the 18th over.
This was a better stroke off the back foot this time.
That's the shot. We said that this might give Zimbabwe momentum. Good shot from Brendan Taylor. It was outside off stump. Just waited for it, hit it on length. Good boundary, much needed for Zimbabwe.
It was spot on.
Yeah, we said that they need to target Yunus Khan, the part-timer. The first one for Zimbabwe, went for 11. And maybe that's just the little bit of momentum that Zimbabwe require to start playing shots, start rotating the strike and building some decent Manhattans there. Gets through for the single. 20 gone now, 66 for 2 Zimbabwe.
Well, Brendan Taylor now losing his feet in the act of playing the sweep shot. That's the 3rd or 4th time that we've seen a batsman losing their footing. I might suggest that the wicket's very hard. Look at that front foot just sliding forward as he played the sweep shot on the heel. Very, very unlikely to bowl again. We haven't had confirmation of the extent of the injury to his left knee, but it looked pretty serious, and I think by the time he goes for a precautionary scan.
The calling should be early, no matter which way it is.
Oh, thin edge. No slip in place. He might not have the pace to get all the way to the boundary. But, he had managed to flick the ball back before he stepped over the rope. Looked pretty like a clean save to me. Yes, that's good. That is Junaid Khan. He's proving me completely wrong for the first time. That's a
right out of the middle of the bat.
increasingly convincing fight back from Zimbabwe. Masakadza and Taylor taking the score on from 36 for 2.
Even if you got 100.
Yeah, exactly. Good straight drive. That's a good hit. Well controlled. Hit it back past the bowler. Used a lot of right hand.
Good delivery from Saeed Ashmore. Yeah, the current rate now will get Zimbabwe to 194, which is very respectful.
Wonderful shot by Brendan Taylor, right out of the middle of the bat. Even if you got 100.
Yeah, exactly. Good straight drive. That's a good hit. Well controlled. Hit it back past the bowler. Used a lot of right hand.
Good delivery from Saeed Ashmore. Yeah, the current rate now will get Zimbabwe to 194, which is very respectful. Jolly character. And a very fine bowler. Change of pace on that occasion. Yorker length, quicker through the air. Masakadza really had to get that back lift, come down on the ball very quickly. Look at that back lift and really had to bring it down quickly.
One.
In this spell,
Yourself.
both very similar in style, both very fine, good all-round cricketers. 110 for 2.
क्या के बाद